adventure's a little different. It's a World War II reenactment. My first going to one of these, so I'll be curious to see how it goes. It's cool. I already have someone in uniform. Nice. Alright, World War II comes alive. Let's see here. So the events. Alright, so we're looking at, so we just got here just after park opened. So 11 o'clock, World War II battle, followed by German hospital skit at cabin. And period music and a dance. Alright.
No problem.
Did you already get yours?
Oh, yeah, I'm just getting some here. First time coming to one of these.
Yeah,
so,
it's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, heard of the Civil War ones and stuff. I didn't know there was a World War II one close, so.
These are pretty good because you get to see the armored vehicles and everything.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm assuming a lot of it's like actual vintage stuff, you know.
Oh yeah, most of it is.
Yeah, that's awesome. Looking at some of these too. Every once in a while I come across stuff like this, kind of at antique stores and stuff like that. You don't always know
when you
where.
find it, you know.
Yeah.
It's getting harder and harder to find.
True.
It was if somebody was at 18 years old at Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
He's 98 years old now.
Oh yeah. Alive. Oh yeah. Yeah. And reviewed a couple of vets, and they're both passed on. This was just 2014 when I did that, and they both passed on about 2 years after that.
Well, I went in the Marine Corps in 1970, and now I'm 70 years old.
Yeah.
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 Class of 70 turned 70.
Time flies.
Yeah.
Thanks for your service, by the way, too.
Thank you.
Take a photo with him, please? Here, let's go take one. Here's Pam right there. You want me to ask him what his name is?
My name is Greg. What's yours?
What's your name?
Ilya. Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming today.
All right. So you want to go check out the tanks? Yeah. Tanks are fun. Always fun.
Oh, yeah. Makes me think of the movie Fury.
Yes. Yes. We specialize in knocking out Tigers, Panzers, any of the stolen French tanks that they used, any of the stolen Polish, Belgian, pretty much anything that they stole, we knocked out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we use specialized AT mines, specialized rounds in some specialized tanks as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the mine ones that they had. They equipped the Shermans with them, and they had rotary things on the front of them.
Yeah.
Can't think of the name of them, but yeah.
Yeah.
What outfit are you with?
601st Tank Destroyer Battalion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're kind of everywhere in
Yeah.
the state of Illinois and Wisconsin. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
My first time coming to one like this. I always hear Civil War ones and stuff, but I didn't know there was a World War II one this close, so that was cool.
This event, when it does happen, it doesn't happen very often. There's more in like Rockford, Lockport.
Oh, okay.
There's one coming up in Ottawa.
Okay.
Down in down in Ottawa. It's July 23rd and 24th.
Okay.
That's an event where the spectators get to be on the vehicles and
okay.
and see the shooting firsthand.
Okay.
Yeah,
Keep that in mind.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Cool. It has that old smell. Kind of that mothball smell. It smells old. Yep. I had to go there. I had to say that. Oh, sweet. Triangle in there. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that, but yeah, anyway. That's wicked cool. Look at that thing.
But many Spaniards end up in the French Second Armored Division, where you have basically of a division of 16,000 Frenchmen, anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 were Spaniard. We don't have the exact number because a lot of them use pseudonyms, nom de guerre. We don't know. We don't actually know all the names. Of those that showed up, many of them end up in the Regiment de Marche du Chad, which was the mechanized infantry unit. It was a showcase unit. They were armed with Garans. They were the best trained. They basically looked like Americans with fancy buttons. You can take a look at their dress uniform in 1945. They were the first Allied unit to enter Paris. So you had, and many of them, when the war started getting closer over, and they started realizing, oh, the Allies aren't going to go fight Franco because they're more scared of the Soviets than they are of Spain, with good reason. Spain wasn't in a position to do much of anything after the Civil War. A whole bunch of them find half-tracks that were out of commission, fix them, because a lot of these dudes had been mechanics and factory workers, and they sneak their way back into Spain and launch a guerrilla campaign that doesn't end until the 1950s. For the last Spaniards, though, their era of conflict will not end until the 1950s. Well, in 1955, when the last of the Blue Division prisoners, many of the prisoners end up in the gulags as the German prisoners. And one thing that many Spaniards of the Blue Division found interesting is when they're there, they suddenly get shouted at in Spanish. Because there's a whole bunch of Spanish Republicans that had fled to the Soviet Union for protection, only to be declared subversive elements by the Soviet government and thrown into gulags. So you have Spaniards that fought for the fascist military organizations and Spaniards that fought for the communist military organizations, both stuck in the same gulag. Yeah, it doesn't end super great. But nonetheless, some of the last Spaniards, except those who were fought for the Republic, those guys, unfortunately, we don't know what happened to a lot of them. Because the Soviet records, kind of like the Spanish gold, where the Spanish Republic sent a bunch of gold to pay for old rifles. Just like the gold, a lot of those men and women disappeared.
They're not taking them to camps of some kind. Hey fellas, how's it going? Nice day for this. I was worried we were gonna have storms, but it turned out nice. Yeah. Let me step over here real quick and look at them. Access camp. Axis troops and Germans are head off to battle. Thanks. You like Breaking Benjamin?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Rock on. Sweet. Me and the Germans have something in common.
Where do you have Will Rogers? Is he on 247?
Picture with you, if that's okay.
Oh, sure.
Alright, cool. Being here just makes me want to play the old school Call of Duty again.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sweet. That thing.
Your water bottle down there? No, I don't see that.
Magic.
You got it. You got it.
Somehow rolled all the way to the front.
I love his outfit. He's like very authentic. I like it. It's great. I love it.
Now we are headed to the battle. I almost want to see these vehicles take off. Fellas, how many years have you been part of this or part of reenacting?
I've been reenacting for about 8 years now.
8 years?
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
about 8 years as well.
Oh yeah?
This is my 5th year.
Okay. Just
Pretty
World
well
War
experienced.
World War II mostly, or other wars?
I do French and Indian War.
Okay.
So I do Rogers Rangers Cadet Company
Oh, cool.
for the French and Indian, and I dabbled in a little bit of fur trade, and that's about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I do World War One, interwar. What else do I do? I just started getting to Civil War. Yep.
Yeah. That's quite a span.
All over the place.
It's interesting, isn't it? See like how different technology was and the fighting ways and everything like that from war to
It's
war.
surprising how much stuff stays the same still.
Yeah. Just amazing to think they stood in fields, just thousands of men lined up back to Civil War in the Revolutionary way and fighting it that way,
standing
just
in a line
shooting
and
each other.
shooting at each other.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now it's stand behind a tree and shoot.
Yeah, exactly.
It's different now.
Yeah. Not anymore.
Well, have a good one, guys.
You too.
Quite a crowd today.
I'm going to take you back to France, 1944. Germany has pretty much encapsulated all of Western Europe, and the Allies, made up of British, United Kingdom and America, have decided to land on the beaches of Normandy and push into Europe against the Germans to strike the heartland. And as they push into the hedgerows of France, this is a representation of what would happen in one of those skirmishes against the Germans. So today, the Americans are highly outnumbered by armor. So the Germans are set up out here. You'll see their black half-tracks and armored cars in a Hetzer tank. And the Americans will be coming in here in small units, and they're going to see if they can push forward today. So you'll have to wait and see, but you got to cheer on those Allies, because it's going to be a long war. So thank you very much for coming out today.
We're going back to Norway.
shot them when they're down. Brutal. Toxic. That's one way of doing it.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, he's resurrected. He's alive again.
Clear your weapons! Clear your weapons!
And yes, they actually check their weapons here to make sure there's no Alec Baldwins on the battlefield.
Well, I recognize.
Nice work, fellas.
Thank you. I just see his full head of hair.
So that was exciting. I'm glad I got to see that. My first World War II one. Hadn't seen a reenactment like that, so it was a good time. Keeping history alive. It's pretty sweet. There's the Italians. And you hear the troops walk by and they're like, hey, I'm walking here.
Ninth SS, inspection. I want your gear lined up right in front of the weapons over here.
I just died.
Be 95 degrees right now. That would be
When a dog goes camping, what kind of shelter does it sleep in?
Nothing? No socks? No Fleisch? Zigaretten? Chocolate? Nothing? Nylons?
Cigarette?
Nine.
Here.
Maybe trophies.
Or is it just normal?
Told the SS guard, get lost.
You get in trouble if your gear isn't in good condition. You don't have everything you're supposed to have.
Adding to this.
Yeah, that's
Someone's got Japan.
No kidding. Bayonets. Increasing tail bayonet. You inspected bayonet with dirt on it. Back on KP. All is clear. Huh?
You got your canteen, bayonet, E-tool, belt, depends on what weapon you're using, but I have 2 K98 pouches, they hold 60 rounds each. Belt buckle, belt itself, you got your style helm and a gas mask canister, and then everything else is just whatever you'd like to. Our group, we portray the SS, so we have our smock, we have our helmet covers.
Helmet covers are reversible.
Helmet covers are reversible. There's different colors on each side. You have
fall
and spring.
And summer.
Yep. You got your SS portrays wearing low boots, so you'll see him. I don't know what he wear. Some earlier groups wear jack boots, those tall black ones, except we wear the low boots with the gaiters. Yep. You got your wool pants, you got your undershirt. And your wool tunic, except sometimes if it's real hot, we change into our Dot 44 uniforms, which are basically the pants he's wearing. And it's more cotton, it's not wool, so it's going to be a lot cooler for you to wear, so you don't have a heat stroke. But your basic kit, this is basic rifleman's kit, brand new, just enlisted man. My stuff's brand new because I just got here. It wouldn't be worn in if I just got here. So it portrays me being a new cadet. And then everything else I have is just personal extra stuff. You got your combs, you got soap, cigarettes, all that sorts of stuff. Some guys that have a lot more money, have full original kits and stuff, but I definitely don't.
What events do you have to go to when you're?
You whatever you want. As long as you show you're into it and you're participating. This is my second event. I didn't go to one 2 weeks ago.
You want money? Got an ice pack? It's under guard. My 4. Out. Don't spend it all in one place. Out. Go on.
Go. None for you. Sure. Candidate. Oh, go get a landscape, they'll pay you. I will. All right.
How much did you get?
100 Reichsmark, baby.
There you go.
Yeah, go get him.
Damn.
Curious what the conversion is in today's money.
But basically, whatever events you ever want to go to, it's up to you.
You can just show up at any. We have 5 usually, 5 average.
Whatever. There's some parties, whatever. But the more you go to, the more ranks.
He's busy.
I'm a candidate. I don't have any ranks.
You go to, I believe it's 5 or 6. If you go to 5 or 6, you'll get a couple. I don't have mine on, but yeah. So he's still in what's considered like the trial process.
Brand new cadet, just enlisted. So whatever you want to go to, whatever you're comfortable with, that's what I've been told. Everybody's very welcoming, very friendly here. Little stove. This is repro wax, but you got original matches.
Yeah.
Unopened pack of cigarettes that have the Nazi seal on it and stuff. Like just little stuff adds to it.
Oh yeah.
Makes you more personal. This is
More
everything.
authentic.
This is everything they would have had.
Right. Right.
If not more.
Yeah.
Cigar with a filter.
What's that? Your
Oh yeah, I just got
pay book?
So it just has letters, stuff that's like considered personal. I got ticket.
Oh.
This is a standard German soldier's infantry kit.
I found it at an antique place also, but it was correspondence. It was like a letter written from a soldier who couldn't say what was happening yet. It was predating just right before D-Day. So I have those writing back home, and I'm like, I just felt weird having it because I'm like, doesn't the family want these, you know?
Yeah.
So I have them along with a picture of someone within the family from that era also, so I have them kind of
Next to each other?
Yeah, displayed next to each other. Hands are fist.
So cool. This is one of our.
Nice.
This is our sleeping arrangements for last night.
Okay.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Too many cockroaches though.
Oh yeah, I bet. Pretty cool. Cabin like this, staying in it. Pretty homey. How's it going? Pretty good. It was a good show today.
This is more like a junkyard. Well, thank you. That's not what I asked you. I asked you what was your name. Brian. What's KP? What's his name?
You guys have an extra round.
I see you looking at this. You have any questions?
I'm sorry, dude. I'm not embarrassed.
Do you know what this is?
I don't know if any of your guys want to come. We literally need people to sit in the woods and do it. I love the wood.
That's okay. Wow! Thank you.
That's just repro.
Yeah.
Was that exciting?
I'm too poor for the real one.
Well, yeah. The one I seen is real, but I don't know if you want it because it might have been an attachment to some bad energy.
Some dark things.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's and there absolutely is dark history to it, but
Well, it
we
is.
try never to involve any of that.
Yeah.
It's all positive stuff, just dudes being dudes.
Well, yeah, and a lot of kids come
Oh,
here,
absolutely.
you know.
You know, everybody makes it shooting balloons out of
Right, yeah.
rocket launchers.
Just better just keep history alive, you know, as best you can. Family friendly, keeping the Holocaust stuff out of it.
Yeah.
So.
Keeping all that dark stuff away.
Yeah.
Keeping all the fun stuff.
Well, and the thing is too, not all of like ones in your uniform were all just evil by nature, you know. But that's the perception a lot of people get from it just because they're associated with the Reich.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's why I like Band of Brothers. They portray both sides with human, you know.
You ever see Generation War?
I haven't.
Check it out. It's
Okay.
3 episodes. It's considered the Band of Brothers, but from the German perspective.
Okay.
It's phenomenal.
Good.
It's an amazing show. Generation War.
Generation
It's
War,
made by a
okay.
German film company. It is phenomenal show.
Okay. Definitely. I'll keep that in mind.
A lot of good stuff out there.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like this it shows, and you can get some cool stuff, man. When that tank's out there, even I get excited.
Yeah. Uprising is another good one.
I'm sorry. I
go
was
ahead.
at South Algebra. That was nothing compared to this, man.
What do you guys think from the public area?
It was a good vantage point, I think, for what we've seen. It's pretty, like I was just telling him, family friendly. Didn't get too overboard or too dark with stuff. So I like that. And then the surprise stuff on there, like where you take them with prisoners, or you can take prisoners, or you're not. You know, you keep us kind of wondering how that's gonna go.
Yep, of course.
So anyway, I'm doing this for a vlog that I'm doing.
Oh,
so
sweet.
that's what it is.
No, you're good.
So no, it's fun today. I'd recommend if you are in the area or in your local area, check your. I mean, these are all over. They're all over.
Especially in the Midwest, but there's ones in California. There's stuff East Coast and stuff. Absolutely.
Probably all different sizes. Probably some bigger than this.
There's much bigger ones than this too. There's much better. I think. God, I think the biggest one is D-Day, Connecticut, maybe.
Oh wow.
Dude, there's some real big ones, and there's ones with there's one coming up in Rockford.
Yeah.
You get more tanks and stuff, dude.
Do they have any with aircraft?
Yeah, they have. There's local
sweet.
aircraft that fly above.
Okay.
You get stuff like TBF Avengers. There's not too many German planes, but a lot of American aviation flies over.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I had a fascination with Zeros for a while there too.
Dude, hell yeah.
Japanese
absolutely.
planes.
I don't think there's any. There's no Pacific stuff here.
Okay.
But some events they do have a lot of Pacific stuff.
Yeah.
Marine Corps, a lot of Japanese people.
Yeah.
Japanese reenactors.
Oh.
You get the Shermans, you
Yeah.
get flamethrowers out and
Yeah.
stuff. Oh, it's a great time.
Wow.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah. Midway, good movie.
All good stuff, dude.
All good stuff.
All great
Just
stuff.
dropping names.
Nah, you're good.
But anyway, what's your name, by the way?
My name's Jonathan.
Jonathan. Nice to meet you.
Good meeting you, man.
Yeah.
Good talking with you always.
So, yeah. I'll let this guy go. He probably has another battle coming up. And
we got stuff going.
best of luck to you, man.
Thanks, man. Of course.
See ya.
ya.
All right. Hang on, Jonathan. Yes, troop. All right. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Fun times. So, yeah, subscribe to this channel. More peculiar stuff like this. You just never know. So, yeah. Hey.
Hi, I was wondering if I may interrupt you.
Yeah.
It seems like you're getting really good content. Do you have social media that I can follow you on or anything?
I do. Yeah, I could either. I don't know if it's.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
Yeah, or pull it up. Yeah. That's it.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah,
We'll
no
check
problem.
You out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.
All right. Well, I have a fan. Anyway, that makes one. So I was saying, if you get a chance, check these things out. Keeping history alive, it's wonderful. You know, it's one thing to watch documentaries about this stuff, but it's another to next best thing. You know, as close as you can get to it is to attend and reenact a thing like this when they're historically accurate. And they have uniforms and everything like that that are vintage accurate. Yeah, it just puts it in more perspective. Peace out, everybody. Like, subscribe, share. Apparently it's a big algorithm thing for YouTube. And until next time, stay peculiar. Peace.